I'm Johnny from Expert Boxing, here to give you a review of the Title boxing gloves. If you don't know, Title Boxing makes a gajillion different boxing glove models under different brands, under different labels. They've, originally back in the days, it was Ringside Boxing. I think that was like the top American brand, the most respected. It was like the BMW of boxing gloves, right? If you had a little money, paid $85, you bought Ringside. Then Title Boxing was, I think it was some employees of Ringside, they got mad or whatever, they went across the street, they opened up their own boxing gear company. They called it Title Boxing. And originally they were kind of a rip-off of Ringside boxing gear. And they started to make their own gloves that was like usable. It's not on the level of Ringside, but still very usable, but cheaper. They made a name for themselves. But then they were like, hey, you know what, we ripped off the American gloves, Ringside. Why don't we rip off the other gloves? So, to rip off Reyes, they made ProMex, right? That's Title's like generic fake version of Reyes, like Mexican-inspired gloves. But then they ripped off Winning and made Fighting. So, the brand's called Fighting, right? So, and again, it's like kind of like Japanese-ish decor with the red and blue kind of logo, right? Winning is like that. And they, for the most part, they've done pretty well. Their gloves are quite functional for the price that you pay. But now a lot of time has passed, and Title's now, I would say, is even higher. They're better. Ringside looks like the generic glove company now. Title's caught on. They've got so many huge catalog. They sell so many gloves, all levels, cheap, medium, high, whatever. I don't have like all their most latest models here. I don't have to. I show you the old models and you see how it's held up over time. So for the most part, Title Boxing are the cheapest gloves, cheapest usable gloves. And I recommend like their $150 models, like $120 to $150 models. You can start there. They also have like the Title Classic models. Those are the absolute cheapest you can use, like the $40, $50 ones. If you have to buy super cheap gloves, buy those. Title Boxing is made in Pakistan, so you're gonna see tons of manufacturers out there, tons of other different boxing glove companies. They got the same design as Title Boxing. Are they the same gloves? Yeah, they probably are the same gloves. So if you find them elsewhere in a different design, different brand, different logo, but it's cheaper, you're probably getting a good deal. But other than that, they are functional. I don't like them. They are not my favorite. The quality is not as much. The protection is not as much. Just the gimmicky marketing that they come out with new styles, colors, and designs every year. I'm not a big fan of that. A real craftsman, a real gloves craftsman, they've been working on gloves for 20 decades. And when they find the perfect model, they don't change it, they keep it, right? Only company like Title, they're made for the masses, so they keep coming out with new designs every year because that's what beginners buy. Beginners buy flashy design. They don't buy the hardcore old school brand names, right? You look at old school Reyes, old school Winning gloves, they don't change the design. It's been the same design for 20, 30 years because it's quality gloves. They don't need to sell gloves on design. The pros buy those gloves because they know the quality, the trusted craftsmanship, and just the brand prestige. Title Boxing is not a respected brand out there. Okay, you don't see bros like sporting Title. They're not showing off that they're wearing Title. They show off that they're wearing Winning and Grant or whatever. But nonetheless, the gloves are functional. They do work. I'm not a big fan of them, but they do work. And you can buy them, TitleBoxing.com. They have huge sales like several times a year. Sign up for the email, get the catalog, and just check. They got like every color you can possibly think of. And they sell other brands as well, not only Title. It's like a giant online boxing superstore. Anyway, if you like this, want to see other reviews, other guides, useful boxing tips, check out my website, expertboxing.com. And you can also subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.